Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Plan It Till You Make It. I hope you guys are doing well as always. Y'all, the headache I just went through to set up my camera and everything to start filming. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Anyway, y'all, today I'm going to reflect on, I'm reflecting on my goals for the month of May. Y'all, May was a lot. It was a lot, to say the least. It was a lot, but we made it and we are here. I'm just going to review what I said to do for the month. These were my 6 goals for the 6 categories of my life that I'm focusing on for the year. And I'm going to do the reflection questions for these, and then based on how I answer, we'll determine what my goals will look like for the end of June, for June, also the last quarter of the year. I mean the last month of the second quarter. So let's get to it. First things first, y'all. If you don't know, a lot happened this month. I work from home. I don't work from home. I do contract jobs and I travel for work. And traveling, the kind of job I do is so unpredictable. There were, I think, 3 different times in the project where they said the contract was going to end, but then 2 out of those 3 times they actually renewed the contract. So this time they ended the contract for real. And so this was that week. Y'all, look at this. Actually, I still went to the gym. I kept up with my goals, but as far as content is concerned, I didn't post anything, y'all. I didn't read. I did not. It's a lot of things in here. I did keep up with my quiet time, so that's a good thing. Let's see. So my goal for that week was to renew my prayer journal, update my prayer journal. That did not happen. I didn't create a menu, but I still stick to my low carb diet. I did not finish my physical book. I did start it, but I didn't finish it. This 4th thing, I just decided not to add it because it was just not going to happen. My weekly goal of posting one photo, 1 reel, and 1 video did not happen. And I did not budget for June. So, as you can see, again, 0 out of 10. Score. Just like the week before. Well, 2 weeks ago. It was a lot going on. I will use a different color, maybe do an orange one. What happened? I was demobilized from work. So, contract ended. Alright, so contract ended and I had to transition quickly. So, what will I do better? Now I have more time on my hands because I'm currently not working. I can, because of the nature of work I do, I could get called in to go work at any point. That all depends, but I'm hoping I get a little bit time off, or maybe even do a remote position if that's available. But we'll see. Use time off to refocus. And reset. Alright. Okie doke. So let's review our goals for May. Our goal was to pray 3 times a day. I did that for the most part. I had a very good routine in place and I was able to accomplish that. Even though I did not accomplish little things here within these, but I did overall I did the big thing. So I was able to, I would give myself, I would say I did this about 80% of the time. The only thing I missed out on a lot was my midday prayer. Sometimes I get so caught up at work and I'm supposed to do my midday prayer during lunch break, and because I get so busy at work, I don't even take a lunch break. So that caused me to not be able to not do my midday prayer. Low carb diet. I've been very focused on my diet, and I've stayed away from rice, from bread, at least white bread. So I've been doing very well on that. So finish one book. I did not do that. I did choose 2 fun books I'm going to read. I did not finish that physical book. I did not update my reading journal. So these are some things I'm going to do for next month. Complete. Okay, this one I didn't do. I did not do this. I failed terribly and I did not pay my smallest debt. So I would say, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. 2 out of 3 for this month. So based on that, I'm going to answer these questions. Okay, how would I rate my progress towards my goals for May? I'll stick with an orange. For May, I would give myself a 4. Yeah, I did not do great at all. There's 3 wins that happened this month. Y'all, if I could find pictures, I'll show you, y'all. I slimmed down. One of my goals for quarter 2 was to go under, to get under 200. 8 pounds. Slim down. So that is one area I excelled in. And y'all, your girl was going to the gym, waking up at 4 in the morning to go to the gym. It was a lot. It was a lot. What other wins would I say happened? One of my goals for the year, which was not for quarter 2, but it still happened. I was able to fast. Fasting. Yeah, it's been a while since I've fasted, and especially transitioning from not being at work to now going to focus on my business, I needed that time alone with the Lord, and I haven't done it in so long. And my online church was having a fasting service, and listen, I joined in, so that is a big win for me with God, would I say. That was so good. I am so happy I was able to do that. What else would I say? I finished one audiobook for the most part. I'm at like 97%, so I would say I finished it. All right, so what factors? This is the nitty-gritty. These are the questions that really get in your business. What factors contributed to my success in the goals I achieved this month? There's a word I'm looking for. I would say adjust. So that's the word. So like I said, I was going to the gym every day after work, and that was a lot because I was working 10 hours a day from 7 to 5:30 most days. So going to the gym afterwards and then running back home, by that time it would be 6, 7, and then that would be the time I have dinner, and then I'll go to bed. So I did not miss out. I did not skip out on the gym. Maybe one time I did that. I did not skip out on the gym, but it was a lot on my body. So readjusting my schedule to waking up earlier to go to the gym in the morning, that was a big thing that contributed to my goals. And considering for someone who can be very rigid with my goals, and just in life in general, I learned making adjustments. And there's another word I'm looking for, I can't think of right at the moment, but being able to change and pivot to try different things that will help with my goals has been so good. It's been very good, especially with my weight loss journey. So adjusting, I'm going to change. For was flexibility, being flexible. There you go. And choosing not to be rigid with my goals. My goals or routine.
You following?
What do you think?
Okay, aesthetics. That's cute. Like the background. Sis, what you got going on here?
Close the door behind you when you're done.
Oh, you okay? You Bougie.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you know, I'm just gonna feel on this a little bit.
Your nails are looking very rough.
Yo mama. Oh, I should do this color. Okay, green and orange. Pumpkin spice latte. Oh, matcha. So guys, I like to have these matcha nails because I love matcha. Matcha, matcha, matcha.
Anyways, plan it till you make it. Yeah.
Y'all pray for me. Pray for me. This girl just walked in here in the middle of me filming my sister and just messed up everything. Look what she did to my planner. Anyway, where were we? So, for the goals I did not achieve, what obstacles or behaviors held me back? Embarrassingly, time blocking, which I said I was going to do and then happen. Not having, that was the same problem I was having last month, and God willing, since I have more time on my hands now, I'll be able to fix that. And even looking at my reflections, I didn't implement anything I was supposed to. Not using my time wisely. Yeah, prayer journal. Yeah, that was one of the main things that kept repeating throughout the month for me, is just not using my time wisely. Again, I also kind of forgive myself because I did work 60 hours a day. Maybe I think my downfall, maybe the goals I set for that quarter was a lot, but then was a lot considering how much time I have in the day or don't have in the day. So that was one of my biggest things, not having specific times to get things done. So time management and task management, I would say. All right, so looking forward, what actions led to significant progress towards my goals this month that I want to continue doing next month? Remain flexible. That was a big thing, like I said earlier, with going to the gym and my weight loss, allowing myself to do something I've never done before. Like, maybe I've done it, but I haven't been as consistent with it. Waking up at 4:15, I had my alarm set at 4:15, and by 5-ish, I was already on my way to the gym. So, and I did it 5 days a week. So that, allowing myself to change that, really helped with my goals. So remain flexible to change something that's not working. Don't force. All right, finally, how can I build on this method to improve my success towards my goals next month? The same thing I was supposed to do last month, which I'm going to do again. I'm going to time block, which never really happened. We're going to do it again. Time blocking. So being flexible in time blocking. So time blocking will allow me to see where during the day I'm more productive and where I can make adjustments to help with my productivity. And where if something is not working, then looking at my schedule, seeing that, for example, now I find myself filming later during the day. Maybe that's something I can switch back to earlier in the morning, maybe after I work out, get it out of the way while the sun is still up. Especially now since I'm home, maybe that's something I could implement on top of time blocking. So being flexible with my goals and then time blocking, I'm going to kind of combine the two to help me towards my goals. All right, so that is it. Those are my reflections for the month of May. It's a lot of different things I did well. I posted more than I usually do, but not as much as I meant to or I'm supposed to. And of course, my weight journey is going very well. If I can, I'll post pictures of before and after of what I was looking like when I started at the beginning of the quarter, as opposed to what I look like going into the last month of the quarter. So those were some of my wins. But again, time management, it has been my biggest downfall when it comes to my goals. So next month I'm gonna allow space for flexibility and set a schedule of when I'm supposed to do each thing, and if something doesn't work, allow myself to readjust and continue to work towards my goals. All right, so that is it for my goals. You can come join me when I set my goals for June, and that's it. Bye.